Welcome to this demonstration of Merlin Guides, a new way to do employee training, whether you're training your outsourced agents, your internal team, or your entire organization. Merlin is the best way to teach people processes and software within minutes, not days. So for this demonstration, I'm going to show you how Merlin works on top of Salesforce. Here I'm inside of Merlin's own Salesforce UI instance. Nothing's been changed or added to Salesforce at all for this demo. But what I'm able to do is click on the Merlin extension in the top right-hand corner here. And now what I'm seeing is Merlin overlaying on the top of this a list of guides that are relevant to the page that I'm currently on. So we're in Salesforce right now, so it's showing me Salesforce guides. But if I want to, I'm able to search for Google guides to see guides that are relevant to Google or any other content as well. So here I'm going to, I've never created a case before, so I want to learn how to create a case. I select the create a case, and now what's happening is Merlin is overlaying on top of Salesforce how to do each of these particular actions at each of the different points. So here I am, I've got to select a status now. I select this. In this case, Merlin wants you to be able to do any of these options, so it'll show you the right one. Now I need to select my case origin, and again, we're able to select any of these is correct for this instance. And now we're going to include an email address, hello@merlinguides.com. And then once I've actually automatically finished that guide, it's actually going to scroll me straight away to the right section of this guide as well. You'll notice this content here is completely customizable, and we'll show you how easy it is to create new content as well. So here are some details. And then once I finish typing, it's now going to automatically take me to the next step, which is a description. Here is the description. And then once I finished doing this, I'm going to click on the save button, click on save, and now we finished that guide. So the last thing we ask people to do is to rate how useful that guide was. If people give a low rating, we can give that feedback back to the original guide creator, but we're going to give this a high rating. And now Merlin's out of the way. So within a couple of seconds, I was able to create a guide. I'd never done that before, and it's made it very easy for me to go into the system. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how easy it is to create that exact guide in the system within minutes, not within hours. So if I select Merlin, I can click on the Create Guide button. There are a list of other types of guides that we are able to offer, but for now we're just going to select a software guide. And now all I have to do is click on Start. Now you'll notice Merlin is basically monitoring us in the bottom right-hand corner. All I have to do now is just perform the task as I normally would. So I click on the New button here. I select a status, and here you'll notice that Merlin asks us, do you want to click on this exact one or any of these ones? So Merlin's smart enough to know sometimes you want to select any of them, and sometimes you just want to select only this one. So I'll select any of these for now. I'll select a case origin as well, click on phone. In this case, I'll say only this one, so it'll only tell me that I have to click on phone. And I can see all of the details here, some other details. And you'll notice each time in the bottom right corner, Merlin has actually detected each of the different actions that we've done in this process as well. So if I want to, I can customize the text at these points as well. So make sure you start your guide here. I can also bold text, italicize it. I can create lists. I can add images. I can add videos at each of these different points as well. It's very easy to do this to update the content at these points. Then I finish this guide. I'm happy for it to go ahead. I can click on the next button. I give it an example name. So example video 1. Click on next. Now I have permissions as well. We know at companies, sometimes you want to create a guide just for yourself, just to remember something you did. For a group like the sales team or the marketing team, but they might be using the same software in a different way, so we're able to separate those. Or I can create the guide for everybody inside of my organization as well. I'll select just me for now. And now you'll see Merlin has automatically created this guide in the system now, so that if I want to, it can be taken through. So let's just cancel this guide, bring up Merlin again, select example video 1. And now that custom message that we wrote before has now been created in the guide as well. For each of these guides as well, you're able to share these guides with a quick link to the team. You can also download these guides as a step-by-step tutorial as well. You can edit and delete this content too. All of the information here is stayed inside of a database, so you can actually see how often these guides are used. You can drill into this information as well and see which user did it, how it worked, how long they took, etc. One of the best things about Merlin is you don't have to keep re-recording a guide every single time the page changes. Merlin automatically detects page changes and fixes guides for you, which really reduces the amount of time that you have to do versus your traditional screenshots that go out of date very quickly. If you'd like to learn more information, go to merlinguides.com or feel free to reach out to us at hello@merlinguides.com.